Well, hello True Mexico friends, this is Paul, an English guy showing you Mexico through my eyes. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 words I would use to describe Mexican people. And of course, this is just my opinion as a British guy living in Mexico City. Other people will have their own opinions, etc, etc. Anyway, let's get to it. And the first word on my list describing Mexican people is hardworking. Now, I believe that Mexican people suffer from this stereotype that Mexican people like to have long, lazy siestas in the afternoon. And it is complete nonsense. It's just a stereotype. And why does this stereotype exist? Well, I think my theory is because in the north of Mexico it gets very, very hot, and of course many years ago more people were working outside and it's difficult to get work done in the extreme heat. And I suppose you have to ask the question, why do so many people around the world have this stereotype? And I think you have to look to the United States, because over the years the media there, for example Hollywood, have pumped out this stereotype of Mexico, which quite frankly is not true. In fact, Mexicans are extremely hardworking and take their work very seriously. They work long hours here in Mexico, and if they do have a kind of siesta, it probably, like anyone in the world, means going to lunch and perhaps taking a little bit of time talking to your colleagues and leisurely walking back to the office. Nothing more than that, in my experience anyway, here in Mexico. And the next word on my list describing Mexican people is humorous. Yes, Mexican people have an absolutely wicked sense of humor. And it's really nice part about living in Mexico. When you're walking down the street, going along your daily business, you see a lot of smiles, a lot of laughs, a lot of people telling jokes. It's just part of the life here in Mexico. I love it. And what I also love about the humor here in Mexico is that Mexican people tend to be sarcastic, just like British people. I'm from the UK, if you didn't know, and I really like that side of things. Not all countries around the world get sarcasm, but here in Mexico, no problem at all with that. In my life here with Mexican people, lots of sarcastic jokes. I like that. And the next word on my list, which is linked to the previous one, humorous, is teasing. Mexican people love to tease each other. My Mexican subscribers will know that. And it really is quite funny. You'll be walking down the street and you'll see 2 guys meet each other and they'll say, "Hey, fatty." In England, where I'm from, this never happens. You would never say that. And of course, it's just light-hearted fun, a kind of light bullying. It's quite funny also that movie characters tend to make their way into the nicknames of people here in Mexico. Everyone seems to have a kind of nickname based on some movie character, usually about some funny physical appearance. And as I said, it is just light-hearted fun, and that's all. And next on my list is Mexican people are extremely friendly and warm, at least to foreigners. And one of the good things they do here in Mexico is they easily let you into their social circles. It's not like some cultures which takes time for people to let you into their circle of friends. In Mexico, no, it's come join me, come join this friend, come join this friend. Really is a good point about living in Mexico. And this openness and warmness and friendliness also extends to weddings. Many of my subscribers will know that in Mexico, a Mexican wedding is for everyone. It's for friends of friends. Just come along and enjoy the party. And the final word I would use to describe Mexican people in today's video is outgoing. You know, Mexican people are naturally very confident. Of course, it doesn't apply to everybody, but generally Mexicans are confident people. There isn't too much room for shyness in Mexico, that's for sure. But that's not to say that Mexicans are loud and boisterous. Well, they can be, as many of my subscribers will know, but that's the same anywhere you go in the world when you go out and have fun. But what's true in Mexico is that Mexicans, I believe, have a good awareness of what is the correct thing to do in social situations. In fact, I believe their emotional intelligence is very high. So for example, when a Mexican person sees me, foreign person, yeah, they're confident, they look you in the eye and they want to help you. In some countries you go to, people just don't know what to do. There's a foreigner. Oh, not here in Mexico. Mexicans people are very cool with foreigners. And who knows why this is the case? Maybe it's the gorgeous weather we have here in Mexico which makes people relaxed, friendly, outgoing. Who knows? And guys, today's video was kind of different. I gave more of my opinions of Mexico rather than just go and eat some food or visit somewhere. And you know what? I really enjoyed it. So if you enjoyed it too, if you want to see more videos where I do this kind of thing, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below. Okay guys, I'm going to get myself out of here now. If this is your first time watching True Mexico, please do subscribe. It'd be great to have you in the True Mexico community. So I'm Paul, this is True Mexico. Hasta luego.